There we go, I think I can hear you now.
There we go, we should be right now.
Yeah, I can hear you, mate.
Yeah, well, I told you it wouldn't be last time.
What happened to you?
I don't want to talk about it.
Well, literally to the first corner?
It was turn 2. Me and Lewis were side by side. I touched the curb and I went to go sideways on with the wall to reduce the front corner impact, and I died. I'm really loving this game at the moment. I'm really enjoying league racing, not.
Yeah, this game's been stressing me out today, honestly.
It's been rough. As Stumpy has gone past Rosa. Stumpy's the only one on the mediums, by the way, if you didn't notice that. Sneaky
Yeah,
devil.
I did in qualifying.
You
set unreal time to be fair on the mediums.
Yeah, I'm just. So I'll get over it. It's not like it's several crashes in the last 7 races.
Wow.
It's been really enjoyable. But anyway, that's more about my blunders than everyone else. It was an interesting start to the race. I filled the people in as I had front row seats to it all. Me and Titch had a horrendous start and lost several places. Vapor King was the guy on the move. He made like 3 positions. And then it was a little bit side by side. I believe Jay Prentice and Spud had to come in together and such. And a little bit chaotic. Well, this week's been chaotic in general, isn't it, really? EU4 was chaotic, EU3 was a bit mental.
Yeah. Yeah, I was obviously racing in EU4, so it was quite mental.
I'm hoping any comments on the side don't come up, but I don't think they will. Let's have a look. Anyone looking to make a position move? Lewis, maybe. Although I say that, Arbar and Stumpy have had a swap around for second place.
Yeah. So Stumpy's already up into second on his medium tyres, and he's only 1.7 seconds behind Jamie 1, so that's a great start from him. So did your crash bring out an early safety car?
Apparently not. Yeah, apparently not.
Yeah.
I did place a bet with the guys I usually race, so Dan, Spud, Rosa, all that, so I'll go out first, and yeah, I did. Dan's all over the back of Luke. Luke is kind of got, well, there's no other way around it, has got a train in front of him. Oh, and the Alpine of Wisey Boys just hit the back of him.
A big old train. Looking for a move around the outside of Luke here.
He will do it.
He's going to get it done. He does. Wow.
Get it done.
Rarely seen overtaken to that corner.
Go on, lad! I'm going to show bias here whatsoever. The brother contingent.
Oh, is Al Prentice and Jay Prentice brothers as well then?
Yeah, it is.
So, and you and Danny Robbo brothers?
Yeah.
Mad.
It is madness. Titchy and Two Spell brothers. There's many brothers here. All the brothers.
All the brothers.
Calzone Conzo in EU1 as well.
Stumpy has got into the DRS of Jamie.
He has. Ooh. The 2 Americans going at it. Electric Blade doesn't get it slowed down with a massive slide. Past Bama and loses that position. There is Spud. Spud's out. God. Spud's had a tank slapper on the exit of the last corner.
Yeah.
No VSC safety car again. That's interesting.
You can see his car now. Jamie's still behind him apparently. Well, can't see his car. Oh, he's up, yeah. But that's annoying because obviously my Rebel bias now, Spadhead's already out, it's not good. As per.
Well, the other Red Bull is doing okay. Ethan is up in 4th position.
He is.
I'll
tell you what. Oh, sorry.
They're in the white livery, I've only just noticed that.
Yeah. Very nice livery. As Stumpy now is in 6 tenths behind Jamie. He's got the DRS now. I think he's a bit too far back to make a move into the first corner here, but he is eating that time down right now.
They are all low on ERS, the front guys. All around the top 4 are all 30% or below, so they've been using that to burn away. Vapor King looked good from what I saw of the very little time on track I had, but is holding that gap to Titchy and not really catching up to Rosa in front.
Did you tell them that we're expecting rain at the end of the race?
Yes, they know rain is coming, although in qualifying when the graphic came up it literally had night cloud and overcast, so I was like, oh, that's really? Not great. So we could have the last couple of laps could be rain, obviously with a safety car. it could that rain period could come a little bit sooner, but it was literally the segment when you did your strategy, your tyre strategy. It was the last segment of like the 6, so a couple of laps of rain.
Prentice overtakes Prentice there. Prentice is all over the place at the moment. Luke Prentice on the hard tyres.
Yeah,
not having a good time on them at all.
They will take a while to warm up. We saw the hard runners yesterday do okay, as the leading trio that were on the softs, the quartet were on the softs, have all come in. I've never thought I'd be saying this ever again, but it's a Team Stumpchi 1-2. So well done to the Alpha boys. I always have a soft spot for Alfa Romeo. One of the constructors I've raced with. Alfa Romeo, Haas, and Williams. Not
what
really.
do you think the medium runners will be hitting?
It will be 17, I think. 17 will be the lap of choice. But it'd be interesting to see how there's that big chunk of people that have all gone on fresh mediums. So from Jamie in 7th down to Lewis in 11th.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see the time come down, because he's currently 21 seconds behind Stumpy. So if Stumpy can keep I'd say at least 15-second gap before he pits and he goes into the fresh softs, he can hunt him down quite rapidly.
Tichy's made the move in. I'm expecting Electric Blade to do the same. Tichy's also picked up 5 seconds for speeding in the pit lane. That will be damaging to his good race. A few reserves tonight as well. Stumpy from EU3, Bammer from EU3, Tichy from EU3, Electric Blade from AM2, but also our EU4 regular that we will see. Luke Prentice also in 14th, also EU4. The COS Comms account is doing well in 15th, I thought, and is making a pit stop.
I've had an absolute stinker there.
You're not the first, and you won't be the last. At least you didn't retire on track. That's the worst thing you could have done. Someone's done that before, so it's fine.
I tell you what though, something has gone wrong with this update, because if drivers do now in the future lag out of races, it's pretty much impossible to get back into them.
Well, hopefully I won't be experiencing that anytime soon. Luke has gone, and that is the second Degner, I believe. We have a full safety car.
We do. Oh, that's perfect for Stumpy. Oh, I don't know.
No, not really.
No, it's not. Yeah,
it's sort of not.
To the end on softs.
It's not great for the front 4, but they're all going to dip in. Stumpy
going to go into the hards.
Well, Stumpy could get in and out before Dan, Bammer, and maybe Kelster. It'd be interesting to see what they go on. Dan's come in. He'll go for. I don't know. Stumpy's gone softs, so.
To be fair, if this safety car stays up for at least 2 laps, he can make it to the end. He will be struggling towards the end, but he will be able to make it to the end on those tyres. Because if he's going to pit on lap 17, like you said anyway, it's only an extra 2 laps, which is doable, I think.
So, Stumpy, Dan, and Kelso all come in and do the softs. And Bauer went to the hard tyre, so that shall be interesting. Stumpy kept maintaining his lead though. That's the interesting part of all that.
Yeah. But then you can't rule out another safety car either around here.
What was the strategy you did on Monday? I know I was commentating, but I can't remember off the top of my head.
It started wet.
Wet, didn't it? So you went to dry.
So I just did. The plan was to just do medium at the end, but then a late safety car came out around lap 20. We all boxed softs, and it was a sprint
Softs.
race then to the end. Yeah. If that happens again, I think they'll probably all do the same.
In other news, not about this race, but some exciting news for not just us, but all F1 drivers on this game. Imola came out today. Have you had a chance to have a look around Imola?
I did have a few laps on it. It's very fun. It's a very, very fun track to drive. It's just it's quite hard as well to get it right with the track limits, and I think I'll get the hang of it at some point. But yeah, I was 3 seconds off the world records, which was quite shocking. But yeah, it's a great track. I can't lie, it's a very, very great track. Can't wait to race around it. Hopefully it gets added to the calendar. I think it should. So yeah, looking forward to racing that myself. What about you?
I've not had the opportunity. I'm gonna have a little look after this race. I think I'm definitely gonna go and put in some practice for next week, because I need to turn this worrying form around, if I'm being honest. I think six dumps or no points in the last 6 races. It's not a good streak. It's been rough.
Yeah, to be fair, my season started off like that as well. You just gotta get a couple consistent results in, and the confidence will just fly up then.
Just having a look to see where we are next week. I believe it's COTA.
Yeah, as a USA, yeah.
Yeah, well, we're heading to COTA, and then we're heading back across the world in this direction again to Singapore, and that will bring us halfway. That's good. That's gone round quick.
Yeah. It has, yeah, hasn't it? I was thinking that as well. But then it is a long season as well. 24 races is quite long.
It is. It is a full race calendar. We've got some DLC stuff to come. It's 24 races, and we've kept 2 dates free for a rerun and possibly
there's a 2-week break between Christmas, isn't there?
There is. We always give a 2-week break. Yeah, a lot of people
that's
are.
a great idea.
Last year, we didn't have it as long because of COVID lockdowns and everything. People not being able to see people. But this year, with everything returning to relatively normalness, if you can put it that way, we are going to be having a much deserved 2-week break. Safety car will be coming in probably this lap when Jack Prentice catches the back of the queue. I've got a notification from TAS. Oh, thank you very much. I won't be looking at it or needing it for the 4 sectors that I've done. The lights go out. Oh, Stumpy's lit up the tyres and he's in the pits. No! So Jamie leads the way. He inherits the lead on the mediums.
That's not good for Stumpy.
George Russell, eat your heart out. And everybody is relatively safe through the first couple of corners. Kelsesvag and Connell changing positions, so it's important now the guys on the softs make as much ground as they can. Whereas it will be difficult though, because these guys on the mediums are on fresh mediums as well, so it won't be straightforward for the likes of Dan, Kelster and Bama and Tichy. Yeah, that's why I need you, Blades. I needed you. Already out. No, it sums up how I'm driving at the moment. So, a reminder that DRS will not be active until another lap.
Be interesting to see what your brother can do on the soft tyres now.
I think he wants to survive, if I'm being brutally honest. I've set the benchmark not very high, but... So Jamie has set the fastest lap by 31.2. I wouldn't be surprised if I went over to his telemetry jack that he has burnt pretty much all the ERS he could do in that lap.
Yeah, I think he just wants to instantly get out of that DRS zone, to be honest. Just pull away as fast as he can. He has used half of it, yeah.
Yeah, I did think he would do. It's a perfect opportunity tonight for those that may not get a result to get a result. Bozeman and Emmy no shows again because they're too busy playing FIFA and not telling me about their attendance. Tiago not here, Matrix not here, Yorno also not here, so opportunity for point scores for other people.
I cannot believe someone would choose to play FIFA over this game.
I mean, I would, but if I know I'm racing, I'm racing. Even with the limited practice.
I know FIFA for me is just going downhill every year, man. It's too stress.
That's why you play pro clubs.
Yeah, that's true. That is true too. But that is the only fun element of it.
So Jamie's got what he's wanted with a over 1 second gap to R bar. Rosa's also got what he's wanted with a over the second gap to Vapor King. Dan's having a look at Lewis, but not quite close enough. Kelster not having a great restart. It's lost 2, 3, 4 and more positions. I think that's because he spun.
Yeah. Still looks to be fine now. I think it's still going through.
Just something's gonna give.
Oh, as Con's going for a move at the inside on Dan Robbo.
Yeah, that's cool.
He's done it. Caught him way off guard there.
Dan out there, but I think if I'm being honest, I think I would let Connell go and attack Lewis because Dan thinks he knows he's quicker than Lewis.
Yeah.
So if Connell can go and be a nuisance, then that would drop Lewis back into the path of Dan. I don't know about you, Jack, but it's got very overcast.
It has, yeah. Maybe we will get that rain.
Maybe that rain will come sooner than we think.
Oh, it's the...
Lewis has lost it. A little bit.
So did Racer there. Con got him immediately. Yeah. Racer completely lost it in the last chicane.
That was very peculiar. So Connell making 2 positions on that lap. So good progress for the Ferrari. No JSAC this evening.
As well.
Yeah. Seems to have found his groove. He's got fresher mediums compared to everyone else. Tichy is round. And that is turn 5. I died at turn 2 blades, just so you know. Nothing spectacular.
Is Con going to make the same move into the hairpin at the inside? No, he's too far away.
It's a little bit too far back. There's different lines you can...
exit here.
No, go crack on. Go for it. Dan's got the move done in the second part of the spoon curve.
Dude. There's a big train going on behind him as well.
It's because it's really from Vapor King down, really. Vapor King's not been able to keep up with the front 3. Let's go back to said front 3. And I think... this is where I can't see the Seeing if Rosa was going to be close enough, but it doesn't look like it.
I think Con might make a move on Vapor around the outside. Ooh.
Not enough.
He has gained a lot of his ERS though, Con.
They all have though.
13%.
They've all been... I don't know if wasteful's the right word, but they've all been very trigger happy with the ERS. But then, if they've all done it, then the playing field is still even in that regard.
Jamie has now pulled the 2.5 second gap out already. He is pulling away with this quite easily.
He is, and he's got that ERS under control again.
Yeah. Here he does. I think Rosa is right up the back of Craft right now. I think got quite a bit of ERS appeared as well. The Craft does seem to be a bit quicker than him in straight line. Even with a slipstream, he can't make up any time.
Now then, will Connell be able to do something this time around? Not got any ERS though, down to 14%, which isn't particularly very helpful. Vapor King's got significantly more to defend with. And then here's the train.
Yep. Very close. The thing is, Vapor's got 40% ERS as well compared to Con's 13, so he has got a little bit more to defend with.
She's just posted the fastest lap of the race, so well done that man. Just that was still points away from other people. I don't know who had the fastest lap beforehand, but
I think it was Jamie.
I think it was Jamie, yeah.
Yeah, it's getting even more overcast now as well. I think you'd have to rain at least before lap 24 for it to make any drastic changes.
This happened last year in EU2. It came down with rain, quite heavy, with about 5 laps to go. People were tiptoeing around on dry tyres. People were going around on intermediate tyres. It got very...
Because it is only meant to be light rain, isn't it? So, yes, it is a tricky one to call.
Yes. Let's have a look. Where is it? That was the one that's the closest at the moment, at the back of this train. Wisey Boy's now joined. We're down from 4th to 10th now.
And we also just can't get close enough to flex on the straights.
Again, Connell not close enough either.
Yeah, it is very, very tricky track to overtake, yeah.
It's the thing though, I'm on board with some of these drivers, no one's going near the curb whatsoever.
Not yet. Mate, it's suicide in my opinion around this track. One of the worst.
Which is incredibly difficult because they've all been pretty bad and... Arbar burns, so this is what Arbar's doing. He's burning out of the hairpin, to bring himself a gap to Rosa.
And he's about 10% more now though, Rosa.
Yeah, they're both...
use the closest gap.
They both burn up to 130R. Although Dan's got a run here on the Ferrari. Hang on a second.
Oh, he has, yeah.
He has, but not quite enough.
Got a lot more ERS though than Khan. He might have to use it here on the exit, I think.
Yeah,
if he wants to get the overtake done.
Yeah, he's not going to do it because he knows Connell's burning to get past Vapor King. I think he's quite happy at the moment just to watch this. Rosa getting close, but not close enough. Oh, Connell got close to the back of Vapor King.
Like he's pushing him around these S's right now.
It's very difficult. I remember being stuck behind Kelsesvag on hard tyres and I was on mediums. I couldn't get past him. It's not a track for overtaking. You think about all the high speed sections of the track, you think, oh, there'll be plenty of overtaking opportunities, but no. Oh, Lewis has left the session. That's not good.
There's only one DRS zone as well.
And he was running in
8th.
Hang on, I'm going to have to try. I apologise here, I'm going to have to try and get him back.
Yeah, I don't know, obviously.
That's fine.
It'd be interesting if he can. Because if he can't, then it definitely is something wrong with the game.
So that, all of a sudden, has meant there's a gap because Electric Blade's under pressure from the Mercedes of Bama. Wisey Boy's Racer's teammates also there. We could end up, ladies and gentlemen, going 3 wide into turn 1. Bama covers the inside. Wisey Boy fits himself through. There's a yellow flag because Connell is off.
Oh no.
Connell was off and in 10th place. Whether that was with Vapor King or not, I don't know. Jack's also just spun off in sympathy.
Yeah, I think he lost it in the S's, to be honest. He wasn't completely behind him.
Vapor King has made a mistake. Dan's got passed into 4th. So all of a sudden, Racer losing connection has sparked moves.
Bama's looking for a move now as well on Vapor. He's got a great exit from the chicane. Only on 8 left ball soft as well.
Oh, it'd be interesting to see how those softs are doing. But with the overcast conditions, you can imagine they're doing better. Bama looking down the inside. They're going sideways. I don't want to call this, Jack. This could end in tears.
He's got it done though. He's got it done. Very brave. He is. He's definitely used all his ERS.
Oh, Wisey Boy round the outside of Vapor King at the chicane. They're both going to have DRS. Vapor King is burning. Wisey Boy goes to the inside. This is a terrible camera angle. We'll look to the right. Ooh, and Vapor King, there was a little bit of contact and he's off as well.
Dumpy though back into 8th. He is closing that train down. He can be joining that soon.
Lewis has joined back, but the damage has been done. He's 3.5 seconds off the back of the pack that he was chasing down. Just looking to see if there's any rain, Jack, but I don't think there is any at the moment.
No, I don't think there is. I don't think the rain's going to affect it. I think it should be dry to the end now. Even if it does start spitting, I just don't see the track getting wet enough for them to change. Which is unfortunate because it would have been a nice way to spice up this race, I think, if it did.
Well, we've just seen a moment there where obviously Braces disconnected and that caused a bit of carnage, if I'm being honest. I still can't get past R-Bar. Dan and Bama on similar tyres. Go on.
Who disconnected? Did they get back in?
Racer is back in. He's in 9th. He's got past Vapor King. However, he's 6.5 seconds off where he probably would have been because he was in the middle of this battle for 4th.
Right. So there's obviously something wrong with my game then. I can't join back lobbies. That's annoying. I'll have to try to sort that out.
I think it's just one of those odd events. Dan is struggling a bit.
Yeah, I think those softs definitely use a life. They are 11 laps old, to be fair to him.
They have done well. Him and Bama will try and get to the end on these. Stumpy as well. The worst case scenario for these two, they will finish 6th and 7th. Maybe 5th and 6th, depending on Wisey Boy's penalty. So, a good race from both drivers at the moment. I don't want to say anything and curse him because, well, Vapor King is round again, and that's and he's hit the barrier quite hard. And he's dropped it. That was quite easy to do.
To be fair, I think your brother would be on for driver of the day if he keeps 4th. He's made up 10 positions this race.
Yeah, he would be, maybe. No bars, but Rosa still can't get past Arbar.
Can't.
He's still
no
stuck.
ERS either. Yeah, Arbar's still got more ERS than him as well.
Electric Blade down the inside, slides it and somehow keeps it on the track. That's a move and a half from the AM2 driver.
Con sets the fastest lap.
So that will take away from Tichy. That is for the slow moving Haas, so we don't need to worry about that at the moment. We are watching this battle for 2nd place.
Yeah.
The Alpha Tower of Arbar is in the way.
His exit, he seems to pull out. He seems to pull off here now, yeah.
Vapor King has retired, that's in the pits. We didn't have a safety car anyway.
Yeah, Arbar's straight line speed is just great. Even the slipstream and the RS, he just can't close it down.
Speaking of closing down, I think Bama is on the move.
Oh, hang on. Might want to change back to Rosa here. I think he might get it done.
He might get it done this time. Rosa goes to the outside, but not enough. Bama's going to get passed down, I think. Yeah, Dan knows that. He knows he just wants to bring the car home.
Yeah.
I think that could be the moves done for the rest of this race, unless Wisey Boy can fight back against Electric Blade one more time. But Jack, just a moment for our race leader, Jamie. Your opinions of his race from what you've seen of it?
It's the same as last week, mate. He's just pure dominance. He just doesn't seem to come under any pressure at all, really. And now he's just going to extend his lead in the championship even further. Like it's very easy for him this so far, from what I've seen.
Yeah, Jamie, we had doubts about his strategy about burning his all of his ERS after the first lap under the safety car, but that proved to be effective and has benefited him in the long run because he broke the DRS barrier and hasn't really looked back. Jamie through the chicane for the final time. He's going to pin it to the line and he will win the Japanese Grand Prix for EU2. Arbar will hold off valiantly to Rosa for 2nd. Rosa will pick up a podium for 3rd, so he'll be quite happy with that. Bama will come home on those soft tyres in 4th. Dan 5th. Electric Blade, good battle with Wiseboy, finish 6th. Stumpy 7th. Wiseboy 8th. Lewis unfortunately will be 9th. What he could have done we don't know after that disconnect. Tichy will finish above him. Kelster misses out on the points and it's just Connell and that'll be it.
Coscoms.
The Coscoms is done in 13th on the mediums. As Connell crosses the line. Well, the race was interesting in more ways than one.
Yeah. Bama gets the driver of the day for the 2nd week running, for last week as well.
I think very well done to both those guys in 4th and 5th, coming through the pack from their qualifying positions. So, as we said, Jamie, with another win extends his lead in the championship. Arbar with a very solid second place. Rosa, good result for him, another podium. Bama 4th, Dan in 5th. Electric Blade 6th, another solid drive. I think him doing the number of races as he does every week is in each tier is helping his driving at the moment. Stumpy 7th, Wisey 8th, Tichy 9th, so double points finish for the Alfa Romeos. Lewis 10th, what could have been, who knows, probably could have been fighting Bama and Dan and Electric Blade for those positions. Kelsler just misses out on the points in 11th. Connell, unfortunate with his spin, probably could have pushed for the podium spaces today, but picks up a fastest lap just to kind of mask the pain. And then Vapor King, both the apprentices, Spud, and look, who's that person that crashed out first? All with the dumps.
Are we doing podium interviews, mate? Or
No. If I'm being honest,
yeah, cool.
no. This isn't gonna. I need to try and get this onto Twitch or whatever at some point.
Yeah, I tried to delete all my failed attempt to streams as well.
That's fine. We can sort that out. So, Jack, thank you very much for being here. Really, without you, none of this would have actually probably happened. So,
thank you for saving me, mate.
No worries. We will see AM1 later on. They'll be at 9 PM Eastern, 2 AM GMT for Japan, and EU1 tomorrow. And that should be with someone and someone. You'll find out. Thank you very much for watching, and good night.